And we are back. Yes, we are at the National Grappling Champions Series, the Military Combatives Grappling Championships in Petawawa, Ontario. We're moving on now shortly to the absolute divisions. So all the winners of all the different weight divisions are being awarded, have been awarded their medals, and we will begin the absolute shortly. And it's been a very, very interesting day here in Petawawa, Ontario for anyone, for all of you guys watching on Facebook, actively sharing, commenting, and hitting like. Thank you very much. We appreciate all the positive comments. Obviously, the grappling action has been quite amazing on the tatamis here in Petawawa. We've seen a lot of high-level grappling. We've seen a lot of serious competitive grappling, military combatives grappling. And we're just waiting now for the absolute divisions to start shortly. If you're watching right now, hit share, leave a comment. Do you have any questions in regards to military combatives? Please ask. We've interviewed the Lieutenant Colonel Burgess in the previous episode. If you want to go back to that episode, where he explained the history of combatives in Canadian Armed Forces. Obviously, a lot of people love grappling sports out there. A lot of people practice various great grappling sports, such as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, such as Judo, such as Sambo, and so on. And it's great to see, members of the Canadian Armed Forces partake in this competitive event, in this Pan-CAF event here. We have full-time members, we've got reservists, we've got Army members, we've got Navy members, you've got Air Force members, you've got Special Forces. So it's really a very unique event here in Petawawa.
Following gold medalists, please come up to the head table to confirm whether you will compete in the absolutes or not. Rose, Thibault,
And I have a guest who wants to speak with us. How are you doing today?
Good, doing good today.
Very good. How's the grappling action?
We've seen a lot of improvements over the years. This is our 5th year doing it. Each year the level gets better and better. Things are getting more refined. Guys are pushing the action more. The technical level is really, really increasing over the years. Again, like this being our 5th year, we started, I think it was 20, 30 of us back in the first event. And to see it now, it's really awesome to see how well it's going.
So you're old school. You've been there since the beginning.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It was as Lieutenant Colonel Burgess says, it was a grassroots movement. There was a lot of us that were trained together, and we knew each other through other training systems. So, we got together and got the first one off, and it went really well. Mind you, it didn't take long to go through all the competitors. It was pretty quick. Now it's an all-day event. It's really grown over the years.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. You're retired. You're a veteran, yes?
Yes. Yeah. So I spent about 20 years with the forces. Did start off in the engineers, finished up doing another trade there with him, and medically released. So, life changes a bit, but the combatives was really a great thing to help with the transitional period. And obviously, I like to stay involved with it and stuff. And it's a real core movement that's helping a lot of guys. So.
Very cool. We mentioned in the previous segment that $3,000 was raised for Soldier On. Obviously, they're part of this event. And would you like to talk a little bit about Soldier On? And
yeah, well, I mean, I'm not a representative for them.
Right.
However, I'm a benefactor of them.
Okay.
And so one of the things is, with overtime injuries and knees and stuff, it was difficult for me to get out doing a lot of running, but I still want to keep active, keep my cardio up for that. So I was introduced to the Soldier On program, and I got a bike through it. So that's really helped, to keep me in the game and keep me moving and stuff. I've had a lot of friends and comrades that have benefited from it. It's a great organization. I've seen and felt a lot of the impacts for the positive with what they do. So it's great to have events like this and have an organization like that is another method of supporting the soldiers.
Now, you've been involved in combat sports for a long time, and can you talk about how grappling and combatives, what you get out of it? Because I spoke to you earlier on, you were very passionate about combatives,
Well, I can almost guarantee anybody that's watching this and knows me, they're like, oh yeah, combatives and Pete, that kind of matches. The combatives, first off, in a professional aspect, the warrior trade, being a soldier, even sailors and air crew, it's the military, it's the warrior ethos, you need that. So for the combatives, it's really important to instill that in. We mentioned before about how it wasn't just for the combat arms, but if there's other support trades or whoever you are in the forces, getting on the mats, doing the training, doing the combatives is helping develop that warrior mindset. So if my job is to provide logistical support, I'm doing that with a combat mindset to get things done, to push things forward, to go the extra bound, no matter what trade you're in. So personally for me, I found the combatives has been great. Especially for the resiliency piece, to come back from things and to help yourself heal and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of realities when you're on the mat. You're on top or on the bottom. Sometimes it's a good position, sometimes it's not so good.
Right.
So it's a challenge, and you're learning that self-resolution there. So it's like we mentioned before, this is kind of where that warrior mindset germinates, is doing that. If it wasn't for having something like the combatives to keep me going, to help you get through tough times, no matter what they may be, things would be a little bit more difficult.
What as a competitor, as someone who's grappled and so on, what do you think of the high level? Well, I'm calling it high level, and it really is. What do you think of the level of grappling in here that fans have been watching?
Well, I'll say right out, I'm really jealous. Being retired right now, and this goes out to all the vets there that may be asking questions like, when is there a veterans division, all that stuff. Believe me, anyone that wants a veterans division, it's me. So who knows what could happen with that. Might be a possibility, might not. But there's such a high level of skill here right now.
There really is, yes.
It is, and it's growing exponentially. I mean, I've seen guys, the first time on their mats, nervous, just learning basic positions, and now they are moving and rolling, and just their level of competition, their level of movement.
They're flowing.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. And the great thing to see is that guys, those earlier days of the competitions and stuff, guys were nervous now, but to see guys go in, they're relaxed, they're focused.
Right.
So, that anxiety, those nerves, I mean, they still have it to some degree, but they've learned to manage and control them. And that's another great aspect about the combatives.
So do you think we'll see you compete today?
Well, no, being a veteran, I can't. I still ref. I still keep very actively involved, especially with the combatives community in the CF.
How important is that community? Because a lot of people are speaking about the community like it's a big family. They're part of it, and there's a lot of enthusiasm, in regards to the family. How important is that?
It is absolutely invaluable. Again, it's the comrade in arms, the brothers and sisters in arms. I'm sure you've witnessed here with all the matches. I mean, just even these two guys that are rolling right now.
Triangle choke finish.
Yeah. This is what I'm talking about the level of skill. For Nogi, I mean, there's a lot. The guys have really moved up with things. But now you watch, you can just even see on the competitors' faces, like, yes, there is a winner, there is a loser, but overall, we're a stronger team, we're a stronger community. And, you know, those handshakes are genuine. Those hugs are genuine. So they care about each other, you know, and it's to take it the next level.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we're going to see if the absolute session should be commencing soon. We're going to take a quick little pause. But thank you very much for coming on, and we hope to speak to you again later on after the post event. You know, we would like to hear more about what you think about this event and so on.
Sure, yeah. And to all the people out there watching and stuff like that, thank you very much for watching this. Your support is great. Really hope you enjoy the activities and the events here, and stay tuned for more in the future. So.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
All referees, please come to table 2 for the absolute briefing. All referees to ring 2 for the absolute briefing. Following competitors, please make your way to the medal podium. As Corporal Fiordo, Private Thomas, and Corporal Gosselin to the medal podium. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your medalists from the beginner welterweight division. The bronze medalist from 1st Battalion Royal Canadian Regiment, Master Corporal Fiordo. The silver medalist from 1st Battalion Royal Canadian Regiment, Private Thomas. And the beginner welterweight champion from 1st Canadian Mechanized Brigade Group, Corporal Gosselin.
We will be confirming the complete list for the Absolute Tournament, and the Absolute Tournament will be starting in approximately 5 minutes. So 5 minutes will be the start of the Absolute Tournament. The Absolute Tournament will be fought in rings 1 and 6. 1 and 6 for the Absolute Tournament. A 3-judge system will be in effect. Single elimination, no overtime. For all of the spectators, including competitors that were competing in the divisions, if you want, you are allowed to come onto the mats, obviously no shoes. If you want to sit down in rings 4 and 2. If you want to be a little closer to the actual fighting, okay, as long as you're not past the rings of 2 and 5, you're allowed to move onto the mats and you can sit there so you can watch the Absolute fights. Once we go to the Absolute Tournament, we will be going back streaming live on the internet.
And so we are going to start the Absolute Division in about 5 minutes. We're setting up the rings. It's going to be very, very exciting to see the Absolute divisions. We're going to be seeing beginners going, every champion from every division competing, beginners against intermediate people, grapplers, and advanced people versus intermediate, and so on. It's going to be a mishmash of grappling madness. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm so excited. I'm still like, it's been hours. How long have we been here? Like
I think since 10 in the morning,
yes,
folks.
Yes.
10 in the morning.
Very early, and I'm still so excited, and we're coming to the conclusion now, and it's just. I'm so proud of everyone here. I'm so proud of where this has gone, the direction that it's going, and the success that we've had today. I mean, it couldn't have gone better.
We've seen lots of high-level grappling, and today, right now, in 5 minutes, we're going to see the Absolute Division. So if you are a fan of grappling, if you've been following us throughout the day, now's the time to hit share, because things are going to get even crazier when it comes to the grappling tenacity and technical wizardry of these great CAF grapplers. So please hit share. Make sure you hit like on Canadian Army Facebook. Leave a comment. We want you to share this content with anyone out there who you think is a fan of grappling, or is a fan of the Canadian Armed Forces, because it's just everyone loves grappling, right?
Yes.
So now we're going to you're going to interview someone who just participated today. We'll get her to. I'll go grab her.
Okay, you sounds good. Sounds good.
But it's all good. Just make sure these.
So I am here with sisters in arms, that's for sure. Emily, right here, is a beginner at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at Combatives. You competed today. How many times did you compete?
Today?
Yes.
3 rounds?
Three
people?
rounds, yeah.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing Jiu-Jitsu? Jiu-Jitsu, Combatives?
I'm trying to think, 3 or 4 months? So there's a nice symmetry there.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, one for every month. I mean, you did fantastic today. You've been doing jiu-jitsu for 3 to 4 months, and I've really been there. I still remember the second time. I was there for her second class that Emily was with us, and she was on fire right away. And I've seen so much growth in her, especially today.
Thank you.
You know, the friendship that she and I in particular have made as women soldiers in the Canadian Armed Forces that are now she competed today, but we're here together and we're at this tournament, and it's just incredible to see how much just in the last few months we've accomplished. I mean, how are you feeling? Like, how did things go?
I'm feeling pretty awesome.
Yeah. Did you have fun?
I had fun. Got to test the skills out against some pretty strong people.
Yes,
We have some crazy strong female fighters.
Yes, and I mean, your first fight was up against the woman that just won the round in all the female categories. I believe she had 6 years of experience under her belt versus your 3 months, and it was just incredible because, I mean, you've been training for 3 months and you almost submitted her. It was just incredible. I was watching you.
It comes and goes fast, but that's where their experience comes in for sure.
You have to admit though, like, I mean, it's just so fascinating, and it's so it feels so good to know that, you know, you're, at least I see it in you, you know, you're in something and you're becoming good at it, and it must feel good.
It feels amazing, and I mean, it feels empowering, honestly.
It is. It is. No, it totally is, especially as females, right?
Yeah, I mean, we even train against bigger guys too.
Yes.
A lot. Kind of love it, like when you're fighting, like the gender goes away, like that.
It does. And that's one thing, you know, Emily and I, we're the 2 main females on the National Capital Region military combatives team, and we almost have a safe place with each other because you know we have something in common. We're both fairly new, and we're both at big learning curves, and it's interesting because we have each other, but ultimately 95% of the time we're grappling with people that are significantly bigger than us and stronger than us. And I mean, I had to have you up here because it was incredible to see how well you did today. I mean,
thank you.
And it was good to see it at a beginner level too, because you used what you have at the beginning, which is not a lot of technique, but you used your strength. You used your sheer will.
There's a lot of will to it.
Yeah.
I really like that about this sport. You know, you can get right into this and get going and see gains so fast.
Oh, it's really incredible. So I think right now, I'm not quite sure. I think they're...
Are they about to fight?
Yeah, they're about to fight. They're about to start final rounds now.
It's been so nice to see all this.
Yeah, you know what? This is something I was saying, you know, and all the women here too have been so supportive of each other, and it's just been such a great day here in Petawawa.
I mean, I think we really should encourage more women to come out to this.
Absolutely, and that's the whole thing. Like, you know, whether you're in the National Capital Region or you're in Petawawa or you're on any base, really, you know, you're welcome to come out because everyone takes care of each other. But ultimately, as team captain, I always feel an extra sense of responsibility to welcome the women in and give them a warm welcome because we're the future of the CAF too, right? We have more and more women coming in, and it's
and with combatives being such like a basic skill set to be a soldier.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a big push for me too.
Yeah, and there's so many other benefits, right? Physical, mental.
Yeah.
It's been good. And like I said, you
been
know,
awesome.
Yeah, you know, and we've become friends, and it's a friendship like no other.
It is.
So I think
The
now
aggressive hugs.
yeah
Helped us
yes,
bond.
yes. The hugs that turn into chokes, that turn into taps, that turn into us smacking each other.
It's a surprising
Yes.
jokes,
Yeah.
you know, like, I mean, that's just good everyday training.
Yes.
Yeah, like, oh, is this my friend? Hi, Kate.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's
I
there
think
we go.
they're
We're
starting.
getting started now.
This can be exciting. Thank you.
All of the division gold medalists to come up here to the mats, and you're going to dress off behind me right here. Okay, so everybody, I would like to, and everybody that's online right now, I would like to welcome the 2017 Military Combatives Championship Divisional Champions. Let's give them a round of applause. So in a moment we will be commencing with the tournament, but we will have rings 1 and 6. We'll be running simultaneously until we get down to the final 2. The final 2 will then square off in the center of the mat, and you will use the entire mat. And we will determine who the champ is. So we are going to crown the absolute champion, the top grappler in the Canadian Armed Forces. So we will be using a little bit different structure. We'll be using a referee and 2 judge system for both rings. You will have a 5-minute regulation time limit. There will be no overtimes. You can only win by submission or by points. It is single elimination. In the event that a submission does not occur or it is tied in points, the referee will then go to the judges for a decision. If they split the decision, the referee will decide. Are there any questions from the competitors on how this part of the tournament is structured? And remember, it is single elimination. You are all champions. You're all the top guys in your weight division in the entire Canadian Armed Forces. So congratulations. But now, you guys know Highlander, they always say there can only be one. So one of you will get another gold medal and walk away with the samurai sword. All right? The ultimate symbol of the warrior. All right. So I'll have the referees now take their places.
Starting out for the ultimate. For the absolute division in ring 1, Master Corporal Hobart and Private Zapato Valles. In ring 6, Corporal Wilson and Warrant Officer White.
The absolute division is about to start right now. This is, it's gonna get intense, folks. This is gonna be very, very serious.
Yeah, you can tell everything has gotten a lot. It's like it's gone up a notch here.
Things got real.
Yeah, it did. We've got some pretty intense fighters getting ready to go against each other here.
Everyone's feeling strong, proud, and ready to
Yes.
see some grappling action. This is going to be spectacular. What I love about this is that it's, again, like you take the winner of the beginners division versus the winner of the advanced division. Different
Yeah.
weight categories.
Yeah.
You see what their grappling capabilities are when you throw
Now
them in
here,
there.
here we have Kevin White, who was our champion last year. Should be interesting.
He's the one wearing the t-shirt.
The
yes?
tan, yeah, the khaki shirt. Oh,
Ref awards 2 points for non-dominant throw. He's working from half guard position here. He wants to get out of the half guard, and he does. Right to side control. You can tell this guy's strong.
yes, yes.
He's trying to isolate the arm. He's going to be setting up. He's going to try to set up an arm bar, but his opponent is not allowing that to happen. He's going to take his back. Nope. Back to half guard. Very good movement. He's controlling the wrists.
Very intense guy. You can see that this guy, he's a fighter.
Is it the one on top?
Yes, he's big, you know? Very calm, very
Yeah.
controlled, calculated.
Big time, big time. He wants to win.
Yes, yes.
You're watching the 2017 Military Combatives Grappling Championships. We are in the absolute division. See how he easily just got out of that? He just
Yeah.
jumped right out of that. He's clearly bigger than his opponent and
Yeah.
stronger, but his opponent at the bottom is working very hard to secure guard here, as you see. Oh, no. Wait.
Oh,
He's got full mount. Yeah, he's awarded 4 points for full mount position. As he's working for a head and arm choke, you see the pressure he's putting on. That arm, he's got it cranked. His opponent taps. Outstanding
good
finish.
job. That was
Outstanding
incredible,
pressure.
Yes,
Relentless. He's a relentless warrior.
yes, yes.
Going to mat number 1. I said table 1. Seeing, he's in closed guard now.
Now the grappler on top there, Matt, he is also part of the National Capital Region team, and he had some wrestling in high school.
Okay.
But beyond that, he's only been training with us for about 4 or 5 months.
Really?
Yeah, and here he is in the final rounds, which is amazing.
That is amazing. That wrestling experience definitely is a huge asset here.
Yes.
And he's fighting someone much bigger than him. I believe he's fighting a super heavyweight.
Yes.
Wrestling is a great sport, a great grappling sport. And for anyone looking to transition into the submission style, I think wrestling is a good base.
Yeah, it is. I've noticed that they have a particular skill to them. The ones that have wrestling as a background, they have an advantage, that's for sure.
They're very strong, they're very flexible, and they can
Yes.
grind it out. They're, resilient. We're going to switch back to mat number 6 here, tatami number 6. Nice switch there. Right into the guard. He might be attempting... No, I thought he was going to go for a straight Achilles, the leg lock there. Guy at the bottom loves guillotines, doesn't he?
Yes, he
He's been hitting guillotines on everyone. Look at that.
all night long, all day rather.
Yeah. And he's setting up for anaconda right here, like he did previously today. We've seen him pull an anaconda choke, a gator roll.
You can see the pressure that they're putting into each other.
Yeah, yeah. He's got that pretty tight.
Yes. You can see he's fighting for his neck back.
He's in north-south position now. We might see a north-south choke. He's trying to isolate the arm. Moves back to north-south. For double wrist lock, Kimura takes the back. Let's see if he secures the hooks in and the seatbelt for 4 points. Will he able to do that? His opponent's trying to block him. But no, the ref grants 4 points for the rear mount. He's working for a choke. He's trying to find a choke, an opening to a choke, a rear naked choke.
Oh. Needs to get it deeper. There we go. Oh, he's not giving up yet. He's fighting it. Look at that. Look at that. Finding his calmness right there.
That's
breathing.
amazing.
Completely adverse in his situation, but he's fighting.
That is awesome. There's no panic. He's not in a state of panic. He's
completely
calm.
calm.
He's focused.
Look at that. He got out of that.
That's amazing. I would have tapped.
I probably would have too, to be honest. Oh, he's trying again.
You gotta tuck your chin to your chest and protect your neck from the choke. And he taps. Excellent effort. Great match. Absolute division. Rear naked choke. If you're watching this, do share. Do hit that share button. Tag someone you know who likes combat sports, particularly grappling sports. Military Combatives. What you're watching is the 2017 Military Combatives Grappling Championship. On Facebook. Yes, Canadian Army Facebook. Do you like the Army Facebook page?
I do. You know
Yes,
what?
she does.
You guys do a good job, that's for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it just got a whole lot better.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Thank you all the fans who are commenting and liking and sharing this great content here. We're back to tatami number 6. Man, look at the biceps on that guy. There's no way you could armbar him.
Very intense right now. The general energy in the room.
Yeah, it's kind of it's changed. It's gotten real. Like everyone's on the edge of their seats.
Yes.
Let's see some tachiwaza techniques, some stand-up techniques, some throws, some arm drags. He shoots for a double. His opponent sprawls back, transitions right to
That was incredible.
side control with confidence. Look at the reversal. Bottom tries to reverse, but top transitions to mount, gets 4 points. Technical grappling. Would you describe yourself as a technical grappler or an aggressive grappler?
I've calmed down. I'm definitely trying to become more technical. I'm learning as we go. I don't know if it's a female thing, but I find in general we are quite aggressive.
You're quite aggressive, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like I don't know what it is. And it's interesting because I actually get more nervous when I roll against females than I do when I go against the men.
Interesting.
It's different.
Maybe you're all very competitive. You have the competitive spirit.
But I think it's just something about the female, just as an animal on its own. We're very, we can be vicious, very vicious.
Hashtag vicious.
Yes, yes. A lot of technical skill being displayed right now. So right now we have Lucy, who just joined us. She's also a member of the National Capital Region grappling team.
Yeah, so I've been grappling for about 8.5 months now. Really enjoying it. I came here as a volunteer for the tournament, and it's been a blast. So we're really enjoying watching the ultimates right now because these are really intense matches.
Yes.
But you can also see how exhausted some of these guys are because some of them have already gone for 7 or 8 matches today.
Oh, they've been going all day. That's it.
Yeah. So it's incredible that they still have so much power left in them.
And you can see they're still so calm. It's like they're in a completely different world right now, their own, and the only thing that's there is this fight.
Yeah, and that's definitely one thing that I've noticed. The people who are really at the top of the competition, they're the ones that you almost don't even see it in their face. Like when they're fighting, they just have this
so
almost
natural.
Serene calm. They keep control of their breathing.
Oh, there we go. That was great.
In ring 6, Corporal Tran and Corporal Vince. In ring 6.
All right, so we got to give a shout out to one of our Ottawa boys competing now.
Michael Tran. And the fight we're seeing right now, Darrin Mcguire on top, brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, extremely talented grappler.
Oh, takes the back.
Michael Tran is very good at defending, that is for sure. And I think that's something as a smaller, because he's a smaller guy, I think that's something that, coming from myself as a small female, we have to work on a lot. It's defending.
Oh, yeah, and you can see how tight he keeps his knees and his elbows close to his body. Mm-hmm. He's not giving up anything.
And he's been training for this for a long time. Oh, look at that. Oh, the struggle. Where do we go next?
Yeah, when you have that much weight crushing down on you and you have to think, where can you find a hole? Where can you find a space?
Oh. His defense is just immaculate.
Yeah.
You can see how tight they both are. They're so... There's no room in between them at all.
Yeah, he's defending really well with that arm.
He is not giving up. It's truly incredible to watch.
And he's maintained a hold of his opponent's leg for all this time to help give him to give him that leverage. Oh, that does not look comfortable.
No. I noticed he just used his head as a balance, and that's actually one of our warm-up drills. It's good to see it paying off. Oh no. Americana.
Oh, there it goes.
He's still defending. Michael is not giving up. Look at that. No. He's calm. He's collected. He's not allowing this. Look at that. He got out of it. Wow.
That's incredible. It's a pure demonstration of sheer strength and muscles.
And technique.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
But that the sheer muscles don't always sort of overpower. That if you have that technique, even when it seems like it's going to be dire, there's still ways to find space and move yourself out of that situation. All right, just trying again for it.
They are at each other. Hey, look at them. They've gone to so many places and yet they've gotten nowhere.
All right, and there we go. 5 minutes, no submission.
You won by points.
Yeah. All right, so now we'll see who will win the battle for the takedown. That's good. You see a variety of experience in a tournament like this, and a lot of people who come from a judo background.
Yes.
They have such strong takedowns.
that's what's so fascinating about all of this is that you've got, and we were talking about this before, you've got people with all sorts of backgrounds, and when you see them come together, it's so interesting to see the clash of all the martial arts and the technique and the skill and the history and the backgrounds just coming at each other.
All right, so he's got to get his leg out of this half guard if he wants to be able to move anywhere in this. And he's trying, like, you can just try to imagine the pressure that you would feel on the bottom right now, because you have full shoulders driving into your chest. Like, the pressure that these guys can exert is incredible.
And I mean, this is really where training with all different types of people, shapes and sizes really comes into play, because you just never know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you'll ever forget the first time that you roll against someone who's like 350 pounds and you wonder if you're going to be able to breathe again, but...
Yeah. Oh, the pressure on the ribs. We've got another one of our members from the National Capital Region. Grappling right here, Matt Haba. Wrestling background.
Right now they're fighting for the grips to see who's going to be able to take the lead on this takedown. Oh, is it going to be an armbar? Oh, will he be able to escape?
Oh, wow, that escape.
How did... Man, I need to go back after this and watch that and see how that happened.
Oh, wow. He made that seem so easy. He just moved his leg right out of the way.
Yeah.
Nope, this is not happening.
Trying to get a leg over for a triangle, maybe.
I really enjoy hearing the coaching coming from the sides. You can see that the grapplers are in their own world, but ultimately they can hear what's out there too.
Yeah. Tried to go for a mount, gets caught in a half guard. But it's hard to see from the angle of the camera, but he has... Oh, it just slipped. There was an arm sort of wrapping around the head for a guillotine. Ooh, advice from the coaches: drive your shoulder into his jaw. That is... being there, felt that.
Yes. There's nothing like it. When you get that shoulder right into your jaw, it's...
that beautiful shoulder of justice.
Yeah, when it's tight, it is excruciatingly painful.
For the first time that you can execute it on somebody else is like the most satisfying thing.
It's interesting because as a small female, it's actually one of the things I'm best at, because I was taught by one of our brown belts, Henry. I was taught how to use my weight, which I don't have a lot of it, but he taught me how to properly shift all of my weight into that shoulder, and when I drive it into someone now, I know that it's pretty tight. And it's something, once you can master that, it changes the course of things as a beginner.
Definitely.
Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, and he got him out.
All right, so the opponent on the bottom, he's trying to get his grips in. He's trying to brace himself to push him off.
Oh, there we go. We might have something. Might get that Americana. It's so nice to see how happy everyone is here. Like, oh, good job. Good win for Ottawa.
Next up in ring 6, Darrin Mcguire in ring 6.
All right, he's working for the neck.
Oh, look at that. The skills are being matched.
Big
People
time.
are fighting and fighting and fighting, and it's like I was saying to Lucy, they keep almost going to so many places and then get nowhere.
Some high-level grappling here in Petawawa at the 2017 Military Combatives Grappling Championship. If you're just joining us, make sure you hit share, leave a comment, hit like, and make sure you like the Canadian Army on Facebook and Armée Canadienne on Facebook as well.
Oh wow, it's
People are
great to
leaving
see.
lots of
Good
positive
comments.
comments here. It's good stuff.
Yeah, no, it's really great to see that. So much support.
Both fighters are trying to set up for a throw.
Goodness.
Nice Haragoshi, or Ogoshi actually. Right to north-south position. No, it was more of a Haragoshi.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Look at the flexibility.
Wow, what a
of these guys.
reversal right into rear mount. I have never seen that before.
That was incredible.
I have never seen that before. That was amazing. You're right, the flexibility, the timing, and just the execution of that. Brown belt, hey? Brown belt in jiu-jitsu. There you go. There you go. Under who? Okay, there you go. Brown belt under Lieutenant Colonel Burgess. Well, that explains it.
Yes, yes. It does.
Wow. How important is flexibility in grappling sports?
Oh my goodness. I can tell you right now, if you're not flexible, you're going to be really sore.
But if you start grappling, you will develop flexibility.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I'd say it's even more important than strength. quite frankly.
And that's why this is even so good for kids, is that this really helps kids keep that flexibility that they have when they're so young.
And kids do compete in, competitive judo,
Yes,
competitive
yes.
jiu-jitsu, as well as wrestling. He's going for the back. Rear naked. He's got one hook in. Can he secure the other one? More importantly, can he secure the choke? Oh, he's got this. He might just.
Yeah.
He got 4 points for rear mount. He taps. Outstanding match. Outstanding.
Oh, Darrin Mcguire. I didn't even recognize him. Now I do.
The guy who won, the Darrin Mcguire.
Yeah.
The brown belt.
Phenomenal grappler.
Brown belt.
He's sharp. He's quick and he's effective.
We know you love this, so hit share.
yes.
All right. Strong, proud, ready. Canadian Army. Army Facebook. Armée canadienne. The absolute division is absolutely outstanding. We're
Yes.
seeing the best of the best of the best from each, stream, from beginner champion to intermediate champion to advanced champion, different weight categories, and this is really, really fascinating. You see that move where he just went back,
I know.
arched his,
I know.
and he managed to get the hooks in? I have never seen that before.
It was so
Man.
graceful. It was smooth.
Like that alone should grant him some artistic points. You know what I mean? Like that was awesome. Jeez. It's like a gymnast. Eh? Like a yogi gymnast.
Yes.
Yogi gymnast grappler. What do you think, referee? I think he agrees. Some action over on tatami number uno. It's Navy versus Army.
Yeah.
The rivalry continues.
Oh wow! I believe I just heard Master Corporal Hobart and Warrant Officer
Uh-oh.
Kevin White.
Things are about to get real here.
No.
I mean, they're as real can be.
No,
But this is
it's really interesting because Kevin was our champion last year, and I believe last year at the time he only had 9 months of training,
wow.
and now he's going against Matt, who, like I said, he had a few years of wrestling in high school, I believe, many years ago, and he started training with us, I want to say 6 months ago. So it's going to be interesting. It's great to see that Matt has made it up this far in the
For sure.
competition.
We're seeing potentially a guillotine choke here set up. Gator roll. Or I think that was used for a transition. He might go for an outside trip here. Watch the takedown. We've got two great matches going on right now. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know which one to watch. Which one do I watch?
I know.
Leave a comment. Tell us which one we should watch.
Oh,
is he going right away for the
my
guillotine?
goodness.
That was a very good throw. Granted 3 points because it was a dominant throw. He landed in crossbody. The guillotine's on, but it's really not on when the opponent goes in crossbody. It negates the full effect of the guillotine choke. So you were saying that the gentleman at the bottom wrestled in high school, yeah?
Matt, yes,
Yeah.
that's as far that's as far as he told me, that he had a few years wrestling in high school, and that was that. And then he started training with Steve, with Lieutenant Colonel Burgess,
Yep.
at the Ottawa Club, the National Capital Region Club, and
Yep.
he has just progressed so quickly. An extremely gifted grappler that has a lot of potential.
All that grappling muscle memory, right, from the days
Yes.
of doing wrestling is usually very transferable to this form of grappling. One just has to add submissions to it.
It just goes to show the long-term benefits of of going into martial arts when you're very young.
True,
too.
big time. He's right in mount. He's probably going to do the same choke he did before.
Kevin White has got a tight grip on Matt right now.
And he's dominating from the top right now from guard, or mount. And he's squeezing as he's applying all the pressure. And now he's going to isolate the arm. Might be going for Americana. He might get this. Yeah, he got it. He got it.
That was good.
He got it. Very confident grappler. Very confident grappler. Great match. Great match. It's as if he knew right from once I get mount, I know what I need to do to finish this. Speaking of finish, over on tatami number 1, we're seeing I guess a modified arm triangle choke from half guard. He switches to full guard now. No, he doesn't. He goes back to side control, but he wants to isolate the arm there. He might be doing the same Americana. Americana's an arm lock, or ude garame in judo. Double wrist lock in catch wrestling. It's all the same. All that weight on top. All that pressure. Knee on stomach. Oh, he couldn't secure it for 3 seconds, so he doesn't get 3 points. But he's still on top.
Look at the space he's actually creating now on the bottom. Like he's not letting him get nearly as close as he would probably like to be.
Good point. Very good point. You think they're both tired right now?
Oh yeah, I think everyone is, especially the competitors. I think
sure.
they're very tired right now. I have to say too, one of the most pleasant things about this whole tournament, I mean, we do have the barbecue afterwards, so everyone gets together, but I think one of the most entertaining parts is that most of us are staying in the barracks, and so it just turns into a weekend of a get-together.
Nice.
It's been very fun here in Petawawa this weekend.
It's been a high-level grappling exercise / competition. And the level of competition here has been simply amazing. I mean, I'm blown away here by the depth of skill at all levels, from beginners to intermediate and advanced. Truly, all these grapplers, Canadian Armed Forces grapplers, are outstanding military combatives, athletes, and grapplers. If you're watching this right now, you are watching us live on Facebook Army, Canadian Army Facebook, Armée Canadienne. Feel free to hit share. I want to see one share right now. Well, more than one, obviously, but I want to see the love. Where are the shares at? Give us some shares.
I wonder if we could get our champion from last year here.
Sure, yeah. Good idea.
Would you like a little interview?
Oh, not.
So we'll be interviewing some of these competitors here from that are competed in the absolute division, and we'll ask them some questions about their performance here today and how they prepared and planned to execute these solid submissions and finishes. It's really impressive. Really impressive.
It is. And I have to say, one of the best things about all of this is that there has been no one has been upset about losing. Everyone has just been so professional about all of this.
Right.
You know, people are talking, they're fighting, and then they're talking, and it's just it's such a positive environment here.
It sure is, but ultimately you guys you're professional soldiers, so you're professional combat people, right? And you respect yourselves, you respect your sport, and it's great to see that. And I mean, I've been to tournaments, civilian tournaments where
will be Warrant Officer White and Private Cote. In ring 1, the second semifinal, will be Leading Seaman Tebow and Master Corporal Mcguire.
all right, this is it. We're at tatami number 1.
Oh, it's Kevin White again.
It's Kevin White. Do you know who the other his opponent is?
I don't know his name, actually.
Nice. He's gonna out. Oh wow! Nice attempted counter. Goes in half guard. Now Kevin's going to try to get out of that half guard. Because he wants to go and mount. I think we know his game now.
Yes. We are learning a lot about him.
He passed the guard. He just flows right around, right into rear naked.
Look at that. He's
flowing.
Yes, it's incredible.
He's got the double wrist. Let go. He's got his hooks in, at least one of them. He's got the second. Can he secure the rear mount? Yes, he does. 4 points. I think we might see a rear naked choke. Nice counter. Nice defensive counter on the attempted rear naked. Basically pushing the arm to the other side. But this Kevin guy, he's relentless.
Very strong. Look at that.
Oh, man. He's just grinding it right now. He gets another rear mount.
Oh, he's got that arm in tight.
It's underneath the chin, and from there it's doesn't take long before. But the guy at the bottom is fighting it.
Very well, too.
Very, very well.
You can see Lieutenant Colonel Burgess is very happy right now. I think he's enjoying this.
The technical director, the military Combatives Grappling Championship. He's got a double. Oh no! He transitions to Juji Gatami armbar. Excellent escape. Well, he saw that coming and he just knew how to counter that and sneak away from it. Referee sets him back in the middle of the tatamis, the center, and he attacks right at it with an armbar attempt. And attacks the leg. Very interesting. Trying to go for an Achilles. It's a little too high up. Nice transition to an escape to side control. Again, or passing the guard gets 3 points. You may want to go to mount. We know he's been very effective from mount. And over on mat number 1,
Got Darrin Mcguire again.
Yeah, he won by armbar. He beat super heavyweight there.
Wow. I wonder if it's going to end up with Kevin White and Darrin Mcguire.
It just might. 4 points for
Look
Kevin.
at that. Look at him hanging on for dear life.
Got rear mount there. He's setting up the rear naked choke. He's been gaining points consistently through dominating the key positions, transitioning, escape, passing the guard, getting the opponents back, getting the hooks in. Transitions to armbar again. Juji Gatami.
Wow, the defense. He just tore his arm right back.
And he still got it. And he taps. Excellent finish. Excellent armbar. He held on to it. He just repositioned his hips. Excellent.
He's a very talented grappler, but he's also very entertaining to watch.
And I think he's very, very confident too. Yeah.
I think so.
You can tell when he's on the mat, he's got a winning kind of spirit about him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You see Darrin and Kevin talking to each other right now, both very happy that they just won these rounds. It'll be very interesting if they end up against each other.
And they could possibly end up against each other. They probably have rolled with each other before and trained with each other, yes?
I believe so, yes. I believe they both train in Petawawa.
If you're watching us right now, you're watching us on Canadian Army Facebook, please make sure to hit share. You've been hearing me say that all day. But do hit share.
Yes,
leave a comment. Let's see what people are saying.
It's been great to see the comments so far.
Yeah.
They've been from all over the world.
Big time. Arm bars hurt. Yes, indeed. Someone just left a comment saying arm bars hurt. Awesomeness, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of great athletes here with a lot of stamina, endurance, and technical know-how when it comes to military combatives. They've been training hard for this.
Yeah, people train for this year-round. I mean, this tournament's going to end shortly, and people are going to be back on the mats tomorrow morning training for next year. And I have a feeling next year is going to be even bigger and even better.
Big time. It keeps growing as year by year. It's been growing. So. All right, folks, so we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be back with the rest of the absolute matchup. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back. Stay tuned in 5 minutes. I'm like...